What would have been the fate of the Straw Hat crew members if they had never met Luffy? While the Straw Hat Pirates have overcome countless obstacles together and shared joyful daily moments, they found the right companions in each other, willingly supporting Luffy's journey to become the Pirate King. However, in a version where they never met, their fates would have been drastically different. First, Zoro's fate. He had been imprisoned at the Marine base for 9 days without food. While someone with his constitution could survive 9 days without food, going without water had already exceeded human limits. Morgan's son Helmeppo intended to torture Zoro for a month, but without meeting Luffy, even Zoro's incredible strength would have failed him. Even if he had survived the month, Helmeppo's promise was a lie. He had always planned to publicly execute Zoro. Without Luffy's intervention, Zoro would have died at the Marine base. Nami's fate would have been even more tragic. Without Luffy, Captain Nezumi would still have confiscated her money under Arlong's orders after she collected 100 million berries to free her village. While Arlong wouldn't have killed her since he needed her cartography skills, the psychological trauma might have led Nami to either take her own life or continue suffering under increasingly cruel slavery, trapped in an endless cycle of darkness. For Usopp, without Luffy's arrival, Kuro's plan to kill Kaya and steal her fortune would have succeeded. Usopp alone couldn't have stopped the Black Cat pirates. His fate could have played out in several ways. Kuro might have killed him to eliminate witnesses. Django might have hypnotized him and others to cover up the truth, most likely given Kuro's methods. Or Usopp might have escaped but lived with eternal guilt over failing to protect Kaya. Regarding Sanji's fate, Krieg had already decided to take over the Baratie. While the restaurant staff was ready to fight to the death, and even though Gin might have hesitated to kill Sanji, Krieg would have used poison gas to kill everyone, including Jin. Another possibility involves Mihawk as an X-Factor. He might have helped the Baratie by pursuing and killing Krieg. In the original timeline with Luffy, Mihawk didn't interfere because Luffy wanted to fight Krieg one-on-one. Without Luffy, Mihawk might have killed Krieg, but even if Sanji survived, he would never have found his dream, the All Blue. Because once Sanji set sail, Zeph would know he was alive, and the whole Cake Island incident would still occur. For Chopper's fate, before the Straw Hats arrived at Drum Island, Blackbeard's crew had invaded, causing Wapol to flee. But Wapol later returned, attempting to reclaim his throne. Without Luffy, Dr. Kuroha and Chopper would have either been exiled by Wapol or enslaved as part of his 20 Doctors plan. After all, they were already outliers in Wapol's medical monopoly scheme. However, if they had remained undiscovered by Wapol, Chopper's fate would have been relatively stable, continuing his life on Drum Island as usual. Robin's fate would have been death at Crocodile's hands without Luffy. She would never have revealed Pluton's secrets to Crocodile, even at the cost of her life. Even if she had escaped, she would have continued her life of using and being betrayed, wandering in fear and suspicion until eventually being captured and executed by the world government. Franky's fate could only have gone one way without meeting Luffy. CP9 had been undercover in Water 7 for 7 years, gathering intelligence about the Pluton blueprints, and had already identified Franky as their target. He would have been captured by the world government if the Straw Hats hadn't caused chaos just as CP9 was about to succeed. Brook's fate might seem unchanged without meeting Luffy, but it would have remained tragic. He would have continued his lonely existence in the Florian Triangle, unable to leave because his shadow remained with Moria. Without Moria's defeat, Brook could never see sunlight, condemned to eternal darkness. Jinbe's fate would have been singular. Before the Summit War, he was stripped of his warlord status and imprisoned in Level 6 of Impel Down for refusing the world government's summons. It was already miraculous that Luffy reached that level through a combination of luck, timing, and divine intervention. Given Jinbe's honorable nature and refusal to compromise with the Marines, he would have remained imprisoned in Impel Down indefinitely. Since all crew members would have met tragic ends without Luffy, what about Luffy without them? Clearly, he couldn't have become the Pirate King. As Luffy himself said when facing Arlong, "I can't use swords, I don't know navigation, I can't cook, I can't even lie. I know that without help from others, I wouldn't survive, but I can defeat you." The Straw Hat Pirates have always been interdependent, each member essential to their collective success. What do you think about these alternate fates for the Straw Hat crew? Share your thoughts in the comments below about which scenario surprised you the most. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Amy Chan for more One Piece analysis. Thanks for watching.